I'm Rachel Hansen, a licensed clinical social worker in New Jersey and Nevada. And today I want to talk to you about our window of tolerance. So most of us have an optimal place where we feel stable, secure, connected. We feel like we're growing in life. And that is when we are in our window of tolerance. We can tolerate uncomfortable emotions. To some extent, we can tolerate difficult situations because we're good, we're stable, we're able to think clearly, we're able to make decisions, engaging our prefrontal cortex. We're not just impulsive, we're not jumping to conclusions, we're thinking things through. That's when we're in our window of tolerance. And there are a lot of ways that we can stay in our window of tolerance. There's also ways that we can grow our window of tolerance. And there are a lot of things also that kind of shrink our window of tolerance and make it more difficult for us to kind of stay stable and sane. And some days we wake up like this, and other days we wake up like this. So there's just a lot of skills that we can use to grow our window of tolerance or keep ourselves in it. And one thing to know is that up here, outside of this window of tolerance at the top, that's called hyperarousal. So say you're in your window of tolerance and you're stable, you're sane, you're able to stay calm on the internet, somebody makes a comment, and you're able to see them as a person with value and worth who just has a different opinion than you because you're in your window of tolerance, right? But sometimes things happen and we pop up outside of our window of tolerance. So up here in hyperarousal, when we pop up the top, that is your sympathetic nervous system engaged, right? So you're agitated, you're angry, you're cursing, you're screaming, you're yelling. Not that cursing is a bad thing, but out of control, right? And a lot of impulsive decisions are being made because you're out of control. Some of the physical things might be like sweaty palms, high blood pressure, right? The feeling in your fist, you just want to punch someone, you get that feeling. That's hyperarousal. Then we have what we call hypoarousal. That's down here. That's underneath. That's when you fall underneath the window of tolerance. And you can probably already guess that's depression, that's just sadness and crying, that's withdrawal, that's isolation. And some people have their go-tos, right? But other people really could go up or down. So yeah, the window of tolerance is a place where you feel stable, sane, you can control yourself, you feel connected. It's where growth happens, growth with other people, growth within yourself. And you need to ask yourself, where am I? You know, if you feel yourself getting agitated, if you feel that you're out there in the world and stuff's happening, and this actually happened to me the other day. I was out somewhere and, well, I won't give too much details, but I was out somewhere and let's just say a person was being aggravating. That's an airplane. I don't know if you can hear it. That's pretty loud. That's a little aggravating, right? But anyways, this person was being aggravating and I was in my window of tolerance. But the more aggravating they were being, the more I was getting pushed up. I was in a public situation and I was like right here at my window of tolerance. But I knew it. And because I knew it, I knew that the one thing I could not do was open my mouth and say anything to this individual. Because I knew, Rachel, you are right here. And if you open your mouth, you're gonna go boop right out the top. You're gonna get irritated, you're gonna start saying things that maybe you don't really mean or that you're gonna regret later. So because I was right here and I knew it, I closed my mouth and I walked away, respectfully. I don't even think this person knew they were bothering me, to be honest. They're kind of like more in the background talking. They weren't really talking to me at this point. But I just knew I needed to walk away. And that's because I was aware of where I was in my window of tolerance, right? So if you're having a conversation with someone and you're feeling this rising, why are we continuing? Why are we going, right? Because anything that we say up here, when we're popped out of our window of tolerance, anything we say is going to be critical. It's not going to be constructive. It's not going to facilitate growth in ourselves or in other people. It's not going to facilitate connection. And I think we would do a better service with people if we just said, you know what, I have to table this conversation because I'm not feeling like I can handle this conflict right now, and I need to get into a better place. If people did that, wow, what a difference, you know? But anyways, I digress. You can also pop below your window of tolerance. You can come out the bottom, depression, you know, and feeling isolated and withdrawing within yourself because you don't feel like you have the tools, you know, to connect. And we work with this in therapy. So in therapy, I work with people of increasing their window of tolerance so that they're not just, you know, having a little bit to work with. Because if you have just a little bit to work with, that's very difficult. If your window of tolerance is consistently like this big, that's a very difficult place to be because you don't have a whole lot of wiggle room before you're popping out the top or you're falling out the bottom. So with a lot of resourcing, relaxation exercises, there's a lot of grounding exercises we can do to increase your window of tolerance, to make it wider so that you have more room. You have more room to exist and feel stable and safe and secure. And that's a lot of what I do. If you're interested in therapy and you live in New Jersey or Nevada, then I don't know, wherever you're seeing this, subscribe, like, send me a message, go to my website and set up a free consultation. And yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, if you want to know anything more about the window of tolerance, how to increase it, I am more than happy to send some resources to you for free. Just reach out and let me know. And have a great day.